Welcome everyone. Today's video is going to change how the world sees you, and more importantly, how you see yourself. Because before you speak a single word, before you even introduce yourself, you're already communicating. Your posture, your eye contact, your hands, your walk, your silence, all of these things, they're speaking louder than your voice ever can. In fact, studies show that over 55% of all communication is body language. Yes, more than your actual words. That means even if you speak perfectly, even if you memorize the best vocabulary, if your body is saying the wrong thing, no one will believe you. Let that sink in for a moment. Think about this. You walk into a job interview. You've prepared for days. Your resume is strong, your answers are smart, but you sit down with your shoulders slouched, hands shaking, eyes darting around the room. Before you even open your mouth, the interviewer has already made a decision about you. You've lost the room. Without even speaking. Now imagine something different. You walk in with a confident posture, calm energy, eyes steady, smile natural. You speak slowly, clearly. You pause like you're in control. Suddenly, people lean in, they listen, they believe you. Not just because of your words, but because of your presence. That's what real body language does. It doesn't just help you look confident. It helps you become powerful in your relationships, your career, your life. This is not just for public speakers or CEOs. It's for you, the student who wants to feel confident in class. It's for you, the person learning English who wants people to understand and respect them. It's for you, the shy, the introverted, the scared, the silent, who've been ignored for years simply because no one ever taught them how to use their body. This is your moment to change that. In this video, I will give you 10 powerful body language tips. But listen carefully. These are not just small tricks like stand straight or smile more. Each one of these tips is like a weapon, a skill, a message your body sends to the world. And each tip will come with deep, real-life examples. So you can understand it, remember it, and use it immediately. No matter who you are, where you live, or what language you speak. By the end of this video, you won't just know how to use body language. You will feel transformed. You will walk differently, speak differently, and the next time you enter a room, you will own it. Let's begin. Tip 1. Stand like a leader, not like a loser. Why is this the first tip? Because before anything else, before you talk, before you smile, before you even sit, you are standing. And that moment, how you stand, is when people decide whether you are confident or insecure, strong or weak, worth listening to or worth ignoring. Your posture is your first sentence. And sadly, most people are already speaking like losers, without knowing it. Let's break down the typical body language of someone who looks weak, even if they're smart. Head down. Shoulders rolled forward, feet close together, arms crossed or stuck in pockets, spine slightly curved, breathing fast and shallow. Now here's the truth. You might be a kind person, a brilliant thinker, a hard-working student. But if you walk into a room like that, people assume you're not ready. They won't say it to your face, but they'll treat you like it. Less respect, less attention, less belief in your ideas, and sadly, less opportunities. Not because of your skills, but because of your stance. Now let's imagine the opposite. You walk into a room, head up, shoulders back, chin parallel to the ground, arms relaxed at your side. Feet shoulder-width apart, spine straight, breathing slow and deep. You haven't said anything yet, but already people feel something. They feel that you belong here, that you're calm, capable, centered. This is not arrogance. This is not fake. This is the natural power of a confident posture. Let's imagine a real example. Two candidates walk into the same room for an important meeting. Candidate A walks in with head down, arms folded, kind of rushing. He takes a seat, slouches, crosses his legs tightly, and speaks quickly. Candidate B walks in slowly. She pauses, takes a breath, keeps her head up. She smiles lightly, keeps her shoulders back, and sits with her back straight. Her hands rest gently on the table. She looks calm. Now imagine both say the exact same words during the meeting. Who do you think will be remembered? Who will be trusted more? Who will be taken more seriously? It's not about their words, it's about how they stood, because your body is your message. Scientific proof. Amy Cuddy, a Harvard researcher, conducted a powerful study. She asked people to do power poses, standing like superheroes for just 2 minutes. What happened? Their confidence increased. Their testosterone, dominance hormone, increased. Their cortisol, stress hormone, dropped. They spoke better, felt better, and performed better in interviews, just by changing their posture. This is not magic, it's science. Your body changes your mind, and your mind changes your body again. It's a cycle. So when you stand like a leader, your brain believes you are a leader. And when your brain believes that, so does the world. How to train. This daily, step by step. Wall drill. Stand against a wall. Touch your heels, butt, upper back, and head to the wall. This is perfect posture. Memorize how it feels. The invisible string. Imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head. This aligns your spine and makes you look taller, more balanced. Mirror walk. Practice walking slowly in front of a mirror. Head level. Eyes forward. Shoulders open. Arms swinging naturally. Power pose practice. Every morning for 2 minutes. Stand tall. Arms on hips or raised like a champion. Breathe deeply. Say to yourself, I am ready. I am confident. I own my space. Do this daily. You will rewire your body to feel powerful naturally. Your posture is not just about looking good. It's about sending a silent but powerful message. I believe in myself, and so should you. Every time you stand tall, every time you take up space with grace, every time you refuse to shrink, you're becoming the version of you that can lead, influence, and inspire. Don't wait for someone to tell you to be confident. Stand like you already are, because the world respects people who respect themselves. And your first form of respect is how you carry your body. Tip 2. Eye contact that speaks power, not fear. Before you speak, before you smile, before you even sit down, people notice your eyes, because your eyes are not just organs for seeing. They are tools of emotion. They are invisible bridges that connect you to the world. They tell the truth, even when your words try to lie. And the person who knows how to use eye contact has the power to influence, build trust, create attraction, and command respect without saying anything at all. But if you don't understand it, if your eyes are nervous, confused, lost, or weak, then no matter what you say, people won't believe you. Let me show you how deep this really goes. Imagine this. You walk into a room. You see someone looking at you directly. Calm, clear, not staring, not aggressive, but holding your gaze with ease. You immediately feel, this person is present. This person is not afraid. This person sees me. Now imagine someone who walks in, looks down, looks away, glances side to side, talks while looking at the floor. What do you feel? Nervousness? Distrust? Discomfort? Even if they're smart, kind, or talented, you don't trust them fully because your brain reads their body like a book and their eyes are the headline. This is not about being extroverted. This is about being present, grounded, and connected. According to studies in psychology and neuroscience, people who maintain appropriate eye contact are rated as more confident, more trustworthy, and more intelligent. Lack of eye contact is associated with lying, nervousness, and low status, even when it's not true. Children who grow up avoiding eye contact often struggle with low self-esteem and weak communication as adults. And here's something even more powerful. Maintaining eye contact triggers a release of oxytocin, a chemical that creates trust and bonding. That means when you hold eye contact, you are literally building trust inside their brain without saying a word. It's not a trick. It's biology. Let me take you to a real story. A company was hiring for a high-level position. 2 final candidates were chosen. Both were equally skilled. Both had great resumes. Candidate A walked in, shook hands, and spoke clearly, but avoided eye contact. He looked down often, glanced sideways. His answers were good, but something felt off. Candidate B walked in, smiled calmly, and looked the interviewer in the eye. She listened with her eyes, spoke with her eyes, paused with her eyes. She didn't stare, but she was present. Guess who got the job? Candidate B, not because of better answers, but because of eye connection. The manager said later, "She looked like someone I could trust. She looked like a leader. I felt safe listening to her." That's the power of your gaze. Let's break down the most dangerous mistakes people make with their eyes. Staring too much. This is when you don't blink. You hold the gaze for too long. You look intense, almost aggressive. People feel uncomfortable, even attacked. This can damage relationships and make people pull away. Looking away too often. This is the most common. You look for 1 second, then quickly glance away. It looks nervous, weak, like you're hiding something. People think you're scared. You don't believe in what you're saying. You can't be trusted. Looking at the wrong places. Some people talk while staring at the floor, the ceiling, or the wall behind you. It feels like they're not even in the room. People feel disconnected, bored, distrustful. So what's the solution? How can you build perfect, confident eye contact? Without staring, without looking away, without fear. The 50-70 rule. When speaking, maintain eye contact 50% of the time. When listening, increase it to 70%. This shows that you're confident while speaking, that you're deeply present while listening. People feel valued when you look at them while they speak, and they trust you more when you don't look away too much while talking. Use the triangle technique. This is a secret used by actors, leaders, and negotiators. When looking at someone's face, don't just stare at one eye. Instead, move your gaze gently between left eye, right eye, mouth. This invisible triangle creates a natural connection, not robotic. It keeps your attention focused without being too intense. You can also reverse it when listening. Watch their mouth when they talk, then gently shift to their eyes. It keeps the energy alive. The 3-second rule. When talking to someone one-on-one, hold eye contact for about 3 seconds at a time, then look away briefly and return. This creates a rhythm, a flow. Too much is staring, Too little is weak, but 3 seconds shows. I'm here, I'm real, I'm not afraid. Practice eye contact in safe spaces. You don't need to start with strangers. Practice looking in the mirror while speaking slowly to yourself. Practice eye contact while ordering food. Practice it while talking to a friend. Watch interviews of confident speakers. Study their eyes. Your confidence will grow slowly but surely. In a job interview, make eye contact when you say your name. Hold eye contact when answering important questions. Don't look down when thinking. Look slightly sideways or up. It shows you own your answers, even if you're thinking on the spot. In a presentation or meeting, look at one person for a few seconds, then shift to another. Make every listener feel seen, even just for a second. When making an important point, look directly at someone's eyes. You'll feel your words hit harder. In a conversation with friends or strangers, keep it relaxed, smile, blink naturally. When listening, stay present with your eyes. Don't look at your phone. Don't let your gaze wander. You'll build better friendships and deeper human connection. In a romantic situation, eye contact is intimacy without touch. Hold their gaze longer, soften your eyes, smile slightly. Let the silence stay for a moment. It builds tension, connection, emotion, without needing to say anything. You can't fake confidence with your eyes, because your eyes reveal the truth. So remember, if you feel powerful, your eyes will show it. If you believe in yourself, your gaze will be steady. If you are calm inside, you will connect deeply with others. That's why eye contact isn't just a body language skill. It's a mindset, a way of being present in the world. Practice it, train it, and you will start to own every room you enter. Not because you're louder, but because your eyes are stronger. Tip 3. The power of your hands. Speak with them, not against them. Your hands are not just tools for lifting, typing, or eating. They are one of the most powerful communication weapons you have. And most people are misusing them. Here's what people never realize. When you speak, your audience listens to your hands first, before your words even register in their mind. Because the human brain evolved for survival. And thousands of years ago, seeing someone's hands meant you're safe. If someone's hands were hidden, maybe they were holding a weapon. If their hands were open, maybe they came in peace. That primitive instinct still lives in us today. So when your hands are visible, open, expressive, and natural, people feel safe, connected, engaged. When your hands are hidden, stiff, fidgeting, or fake, people feel nervous, distracted, or disconnected. This means your hands can either make your words more powerful or make people doubt everything you say. Imagine this. You're listening to a speaker, but they keep their hands in their pockets, cross their arms tightly, fidget with their pen or phone, constantly touch their face or neck, rub their hands nervously, clench their fists tightly. Even if they speak well, their body says, "I'm not sure. I'm nervous. I don't want to be here. I'm hiding something. I'm not in control." And your brain responds by feeling distracted, uncomfortable, disengaged, less trustful. That's the power of bad hand language. Now imagine a speaker who uses their hands naturally as they speak, shows their palms openly while explaining something, uses calm, slow gestures to emphasize key words, moves their hands in rhythm with their voice, keeps their fingers relaxed and fluid, doesn't fidget or self-touch. Even before they finish a sentence, you feel, This person is clear. This person believes what they're saying. I want to keep listening. I feel connected. That's the power of strong, conscious hand gestures. Here's something powerful from neuroscience. A study from Princeton University found that hand gestures improve listener comprehension by up to 40%. That means, when you move your hands correctly, your listener actually understands you better. And for English learners, this is life-changing. Because even if your vocabulary is limited, your hands can fill in the gaps. They can show emotion, direction, size, speed, energy. Your hands can become your translator, even if your English isn't perfect. Let's imagine two English learners giving a short introduction in class. Person A says, "Hello, I'm from Brazil. I like travel. I student. I nervous." His hands are stuck in his pockets. No movement, no expression. He looks down. Even though the words are simple, they feel empty. There's no emotion. Person B says, "Hi, I'm from Brazil." He smiles, gestures toward himself. "I love to travel." He opens his hands like a map. "I'm a student." He points to his heart. A little nervous. He lifts his hand slightly in a joking way. The exact same level of English. But one feels like a human connection. The other feels incomplete. That's what your hands can do. Let's now decode the silent meanings behind different hand gestures. Open palms, facing up or forward. Message. I'm honest, open, and respectful. Use this when you're explaining something or inviting others into a conversation. This is why spiritual leaders and peaceful speakers often use open palms. It builds instant trust. Palm down, stable, firm. Message. I'm certain. This is important. Use this when delivering a strong message or conclusion, but use carefully. Too much can feel like force. Pointing finger. Be careful. Message. This is about you. Use rarely. Pointing can feel aggressive or accusatory. Instead, use a gentle hand direction when referencing others. Steeple hands, fingertips touched, hands apart. Message. I am confident and composed. Used by CEOs, politicians, high-level negotiators. Shows calm authority. Use when pausing or thinking, not while ranting. Wide hand movements. Message. This is big. This is serious. Use when describing something massive, important, or emotional. Make sure your arms don't go wild. Keep it controlled and intentional. Hand habits that kill your power, and how to stop. Hiding hands. Never hide them behind your back, in your sleeves, or under the table. People get suspicious when they can't see your hands. Fix. Keep them relaxed at your side or gently placed on the table. Fidgeting. Playing with your rings, touching your neck, tapping your fingers. All these show anxiety or fear. Fix. Hold a pen or pointer only if you're using it purposefully. Otherwise, keep your hands open and grounded. Robot hands. Some people try too hard and use big, artificial gestures like a robot. Fix. Focus on synchronizing your hand with your thoughts. Speak slower and let your hands follow your feeling. Mirror practice. Speak in front of a mirror. Record yourself. Notice what your hands are doing. Adjust naturally. Watch great speakers. Study TED Talks. Pay attention to their hands. See how every gesture is simple, clean, and clear. Gesture, pause. Drill. While speaking, pause, and use one clear gesture. Example. There are 3 reasons why this matters. Use fingers to count. This connects your hand to your message. Your hands are not decoration. They are your voice without words. They can add clarity, emotion, power, or take it all away. Train your hands like you train your mind. Because when your hands speak with your heart, people will feel every word you say, even in silence. Tip 4. The magic of a confident smile. Create connection without saying a word. A smile is not just about being nice. A real, confident, intentional smile can do things that no amount of talking can. Disarm fear. Build trust. Attract attention. Show warmth. Create authority. Bring comfort. Trigger memory. Your smile is one of the fastest ways to influence human emotion, both in others and in yourself. But most people smile the wrong way, at the wrong time, or not at all. Let's change that. The two types of smiles. One builds trust, one destroys it. The fake smile. This smile is forced, quick, weak. It doesn't reach the eyes. It disappears too fast. People can see right through it. It says, "I'm not really happy, I'm nervous, I'm pretending." This creates tension, not connection. The genuine smile, Duchenne's smile. This is the smile that lifts the cheeks, crinkles the eyes, spreads naturally, stays for a second or two, feels warm and effortless. This is the smile that creates trust, love, peace, and positive energy. Even if your English is broken, even if you make mistakes, a real smile tells people, "I'm not perfect, but I'm here, and I care." Research shows that when you smile, your brain releases dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, chemicals that make you feel happy, relaxed, and safe. Your smile triggers mirror neurons in others, which means they begin to feel what you feel. People who smile confidently are rated as more attractive, more trustworthy, and more intelligent. That's right. Smiling makes you appear smarter. In a classroom full of shy students, a new English teacher walked in. Instead of speaking right away, he paused and smiled. A genuine, slow, open smile. The students looked up. They smiled back. In that one moment, before any word was spoken, he built a bond. And every time the students made mistakes, he smiled warmly. It gave them permission to try, fail, and grow. That one habit made him their favorite teacher. Not because he was perfect, but because he was approachable, real, and kind. Your smile can do the same, whether you're leading, learning, or simply living. At the start of every interaction, this sets the emotional tone. It says, "I'm not a threat. I'm open. Let's connect." When you make eye contact, it deepens trust. Eye contact plus smile equals connection. Eye contact without smile equals tension. After a powerful statement, this softens the energy. It says, "I believe in what I said, and I'm still grounded." When listening to others, smiling while someone speaks shows you're present, respectful, and emotionally available. Smile in the mirror, with eyes. Every day, look in the mirror and smile until your eyes join in. It should feel warm, slow, honest. Smile during low-stress moments. Practice smiling while walking, waiting, reading. Build the habit in easy moments. Pause, then smile. Don't flash a smile instantly. Let it arrive slowly. It looks more real. Breathe into it. Inhale gently through your nose, then smile as you exhale. It calms the nervous system and makes the smile natural. Some people think being serious equals being powerful. But the truth is, a confident smile shows that you're not afraid to be human. It says, "I am calm in chaos. I don't need to fake toughness. I'm in control, and I choose warmth. I'm a safe place in a noisy world." So smile, not to please others, but to own your space with grace. Because in the end, People may forget your words, but they'll always remember how your smile made them feel. Tip 5. Mirroring. The secret of instant connection. Imagine this first. You're sitting across from someone you've never met. You've just started talking. And something strange happens. Suddenly, you find yourself crossing your legs, just like they did. A few minutes later, they take a sip of water, and then you do too. They lean back, and within seconds, you're mirroring them without realizing it. This is not an accident. This is not mind games. This is mirroring, one of the most powerful tools in body language. It's how humans say, "I understand you. I feel comfortable with you. You and I, we are the same." And when used consciously, it can help you build trust, connection, and influence faster than anything else. Mirroring is when your body language subtly copies the person you're interacting with. This can include their posture, their gestures, their facial expressions, even their tone, pace, and volume. Now here's the magic. When you mirror someone, they feel seen, safe, and understood, even if you haven't said a word, because the human brain is wired to connect with people who seem like us. This is why you often see close friends, couples, or teammates sitting in similar positions, talking with the same rhythm or laughing in sync. Mirroring happens naturally when there is trust. But when you learn to use it consciously, you can build that trust in minutes. According to studies in neuroscience, when two people mirror each other, their brain waves begin to align. Their heart rates start to sync. Their emotional state becomes connected. Their mirror neurons, cells that respond when we see others move, become active. This is what creates rapport, that invisible bridge where two people feel like they've clicked. Salespeople use it, therapists use it, leaders use it, and now, you can use it. Example. There was a young woman interviewing for a job in a foreign country. Her English wasn't perfect. She was nervous. The interviewer was cold and serious. She remembered one thing her coach told her. Mirror them, not just their words, but their rhythm. So when the interviewer leaned forward, she leaned slightly too. When he paused, she paused. When he used a certain hand gesture, she gently used it later. Her tone matched his. Slow, thoughtful, brief. In 5 minutes, the room changed. The interviewer relaxed. The energy warmed. He smiled. She smiled. The wall between them disappeared. She got the job, not because her English was flawless, but because her connection was. The key to powerful mirroring is this: subtlety, timing, authenticity. If you copy someone immediately, it feels fake, robotic, manipulative. But if you wait 5 to 10 seconds and mirror them gently, it feels natural and respectful. Observe first. Don't act immediately. When you meet someone, take a moment to observe their posture, facial expressions, gestures, tone and pace, energy. Become a mirror in your mind first. Be fully present. Match the posture slowly. If they're sitting with legs crossed, you may cross yours after a few moments. If they're leaning slightly forward, you can do the same, gently. This builds comfort. Synchronize your voice. Match their speaking volume, tone, and pace. If they speak softly, soften your voice. If they speak fast and excited, pick up the tempo slightly. If they speak slowly, breathe and speak with calm. This creates verbal mirroring, which is just as powerful as body mirroring. Reflect emotions. If someone shares something sad and you stay cheerful, you break the connection. Mirror their emotional energy. If they're excited, smile back. If they're serious, show respect. If they're frustrated, lower your tone and speak calmly. This makes people feel emotionally safe with you. Break and lead. Advanced skill. Once you've built connection through mirroring, you can lead. Try changing your posture slightly and see if they follow. If they do, it means they now trust you enough to follow your energy. You've gone from mirroring to influencing. In interviews, build rapport quickly. Don't just give answers. Mirror the interviewer's energy. In friendships, you build stronger bonds when you feel like each other. Let your body help. In love, mirroring increases romantic tension and emotional connection. It's the unspoken bond. In public speaking, mirror your audience's energy first, then lead them higher. That's how great speakers start slow, then rise. Tip 6. Master the pause. Don't rush, own the moment. Confident people pause. Nervous people rush. That one sentence is life-changing. Let me explain why. In communication, the pause is one of the most powerful signals of strength, control, and trust. And yet, most people, especially when nervous, try to fill every second with words, sounds, apologies, filler language like like, you know, But what they don't realize is, every time you rush to fill a pause, you destroy your power. You send a silent message. I don't feel safe with silence. I need to prove myself constantly. I'm not in control. But the person who pauses, even for just 2 to 3 seconds, they look calm. They feel centered. They own the room. When you pause, your words carry more weight. Your listener has time to absorb your message. You appear more thoughtful, mature, and emotionally stable. You project authority and confidence. You take control of the rhythm of the conversation. In fact, research from Harvard Business Review found that leaders who speak slower and pause more are rated as more persuasive, trustworthy, and intelligent. And guess what? Great actors, world leaders, TED speakers, they all pause like artists. Imagine, a motivational speaker walked onto a stage filled with 2,000 people. Everyone expected him to talk fast, jump in, hype them up. But he did something else. He walked to the center, looked at the audience, took a deep breath, and said nothing for 10 seconds. No words, just presence. The room went silent. People leaned in. Why? Because in a world that never stops talking, a person who can hold silence becomes magnetic. When he finally spoke, his first words hit with 10 times more power. Tip 7. Lower your voice. Raise your power. People often believe that body language is only about movement. How you walk, where you put your hands, what your face is doing. But there's one thing that's often forgotten. And it's just as powerful as your body. Your voice is body language. The way you use your voice, the tone, the pace, the volume, the pitch, sends just as strong a signal as your posture or your eyes. And when it comes to power, nothing signals strength like a lower, calmer voice. Not a loud voice, not a fast voice, not a robotic or forced voice. A grounded, deep, controlled voice. The kind that makes people stop, listen, and feel safe. Let's understand why this matters. When people feel nervous, especially in English conversations or public speaking, their voice changes. It becomes higher. It becomes faster. It becomes shaky or uncertain. It fills with or It goes up at the end, turning statements into questions. And even if their words are strong, their voice says, I'm scared. I'm unsure. I don't believe myself. This voice destroys authority. It invites interruption. It reduces trust. Now compare that to a calm, deep, slow voice. Even with fewer words, this voice says, I'm in control. You can trust me. I mean what I say. This is the voice of a leader. There was a young team member in a company. He was brilliant, but always overlooked. In meetings, he spoke fast, nervously, in a high-pitched tone. One day, his coach gave him one challenge. Next meeting, speak 50% slower, and drop your voice by one level. So he did. When his turn came, he paused. He looked at the team, and he said, I believe this strategy will work, and here's why. He didn't speak loudly. He didn't speak for long, but people looked up. They leaned in. They finally listened. That day, his voice changed, and so did his role. He was no longer the nervous kid in the corner. He became a leader. Studies in psychology show that people with lower-pitched voices are perceived as more trustworthy, more confident, more intelligent, more competent. In fact, during U.S. presidential elections, research shows that candidates with lower voices consistently win more votes. Why? Because deep voices signal stability, dominance, and emotional control. And guess what? You don't need to be born with a deep voice. You just need to train your voice to drop into its natural power. Too high equals, I'm scared, not ready, immature. Too fast equals, I'm nervous, not thoughtful, not grounded. Too loud equals, I'm trying too hard, overcompensating. Too quiet equals, I don't believe what I'm saying. Too monotone equals, I'm bored or disconnected. These things kill your message, even if your words are genius. Because people don't just listen to what you say. They listen to how your body and voice say it. Breathe from your diaphragm. Most people breathe from their chest, which creates a shallow, high voice. To sound strong, you must breathe from your belly. How to do it? Put one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Take a deep breath. The belly should rise. Chest stays still. Speak while exhaling slowly. This grounds your voice in your body. Speak 30% slower than you think you should. When nervous, you'll feel the need to rush, but great speakers slow down. Slower speech shows control, confidence, clarity. Use pauses between phrases. Let your words breathe. Use downward inflection. Don't end sentences with rising tone, like you're asking a question. Instead, end your statements with a downward tone. It tells people, this is a fact. I believe this. I'm done speaking. Practice saying, this is important. I believe in this. That's my decision. Each time, drop the tone at the end. Record your voice and listen back. Most people have no idea how they sound. Record yourself speaking naturally. Then again with a slower, deeper tone. Compare them. Adjust, practice. You'll hear the difference immediately. Silence between sentences. Let your words land. After a sentence, pause. Breathe. Continue. This rhythm is how great leaders speak. A strong voice doesn't shout. It doesn't try to dominate. It doesn't rush. It simply says, I trust myself, so you can trust me too. And in a world full of noise, a voice that speaks slowly, calmly, and with depth becomes unforgettable. Tip 8. The Walk of Confidence. Move like you belong everywhere. People notice you before they hear you, and the way you walk into a room determines how they treat you for the rest of the interaction. You could be the smartest person in the world, the kindest, most creative, most talented person alive. But if you walk like you're invisible, you'll be treated that way. That's why confident body language doesn't start when you speak. It starts when you move. The way you walk, the way you enter, the way you carry yourself. That is your first speech. Let's master it. Most people don't even realize what they're doing. But here's how an insecure walk looks. Head down, shoulders slouched, fast, unsteady steps, arms stiff or glued to sides, feet too close together, looking at the ground or phone, hunched posture. This walk says, I'm nervous. I'm not worth noticing. Please don't look at me. I don't want to be here. And guess what? The world listens. People don't take you seriously. They look past you, not because of who you are, but because of how you carry yourself. Now imagine this. Head held high, chin parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed and back, arms swinging naturally, chest open, steps measured and calm, eyes forward, not staring, not hiding. This walk says, I'm grounded. I know who I am. I don't need attention. I carry my own presence. I belong in every room I enter. It's not arrogance. It's not pretending. It's self-respect in motion. Example. A young man joined a new company. He was brilliant, but always ignored. People spoke over him. Meetings continued without his input. His walk was small, quick, head down, shoulders tight. His mentor gave him one challenge. For the next 7 days, change nothing except your walk. He slowed down. He lifted his head. He opened his chest. He walked into rooms with calm energy, not rush. In just 1 week, people started noticing him. His boss invited him to present. Colleagues greeted him first. Nothing else had changed, except his presence. And it all started with how he walked. Reset your posture. Stand in front of a mirror. Pull your shoulders gently back. Imagine a string pulling your head upward. Breathe deeply. This is your home base. Your walk begins here. Set a calm pace. Don't rush. Don't drag your feet. Walk with rhythm, grace, strength. You're not in a race. You're in command. Let your arms swing naturally. Arms should move gently with your steps. Don't stiffen or overswing. Keep your fingers relaxed. This makes your walk look alive, not robotic. Keep your eyes forward. Don't look at the ground. Don't stare at your phone. Look straight ahead. Calm, present, relaxed. When you look like you know where you're going, people trust you more, even if they don't know why. Enter every room with intention. Whether it's your office, a cafe, a party, or a classroom. Before entering, pause, breathe, lift your posture, step in with calm confidence. This habit alone can change your entire life. You don't have to speak loudly. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to wear designer clothes. But if you walk with self-respect, if you carry yourself like you belong, then the world starts to believe it too. So from now on, every time you walk, let it be a message. I am here. I matter. And I will not shrink. Tip 9. Personal space. The invisible language of power and respect. People talk about eye contact, posture, smiles, and even tone of voice. But very few people understand one of the most powerful parts of body language: space. The space between you and the people around you is not empty. It's full of meaning, full of emotion, full of silent signals. And if you don't respect this invisible boundary, or if you're not aware of how you use it, you will make people feel uncomfortable, disrespected, or even afraid, without meaning to. But if you master personal space, you instantly become someone who feels powerful, respectful, safe, magnetic. Let's go deep into how it works and how to control it. From the moment we are born, we develop a sense of space around us. It's called our personal bubble. When someone gets too close, we feel invaded. When someone stays too far, we feel rejected or ignored. When someone stands just right, we feel safe, connected, and calm. This space is deeply psychological. It's even cultural and emotional. In countries like the US, UK, Germany, people want more personal space. In countries like Brazil, Italy, or India, people may feel comfortable standing closer. But in all places, invading space without awareness makes people feel uneasy. And the person who controls their space with intention? They own the room without saying a word. The 4 zones of personal space. Use them like a pro. Intimate zone, 0 to 18 inches. Reserved for romantic partners, family, or very close friends. Entering this space without permission creates tension or discomfort. Personal zone, 1.5 to 4 feet. Used in friendly conversations, social interactions, and casual meetings. Standing too close here without rapport can feel invasive. Social zone, 4 to 12 feet. For professional settings, presentations, or group discussions. This is the space of respect and clarity. Public zone, 12 plus feet. Used in public speaking, large meetings, or stage environments. There was a team leader who never spoke loudly, never interrupted, never demanded attention. But when he entered the room, everyone noticed. Why? Because he respected space. He never stood too close. He never hovered over people. He gave people room to breathe, and they gave him attention in return. He moved with intention. He sat with presence. He walked into meetings and claimed space without dominating it. People called him calm, professional, powerful. He didn't speak more than others. He just understood space better. How to use space. Like a powerful, confident person? Read the room. Before speaking or moving close, observe. How close are others standing? Are they leaning in or leaning back? Do they look comfortable? Adapt to their comfort level. Then lead with calm presence. Give space. Gain respect. In conversations, don't rush forward. Let people come into your space slowly. By allowing space, you say, I don't need to force connection. I am confident enough to wait. That's silent power. Take up space, but gently. When sitting, don't shrink. Keep your back straight. Feet planted on the floor. Arms gently on armrests or table. You're not invading. You're claiming your presence. Practice power positioning. In meetings or public places, sit where you can be seen. Don't hide in corners. Don't rush to be the center. Just place yourself with intentional calm. You don't have to touch people to connect with them. You just need to respect their invisible boundaries and hold your own with strength. Because when you walk into a room and you're not afraid to claim your space, you send a silent message. I don't chase approval. I carry presence. That is the language of leaders. Tip 10. Don't fake body language. Become it. We've talked about posture, eye contact, hands, voice, walking, mirroring, silence, and space. But here's the most important lesson of all. If you fake it, they'll feel it. You can try to copy every gesture. You can practice every trick. You can stand tall, smile right, use perfect tone. But if deep down, you still feel like, I'm not good enough. I hope they like me. I'm scared I'll fail. Then your body will still leak insecurity. Because real body language doesn't come from copying. It comes from something deeper. It comes from belief. Fake body language. Over-exaggerated. Feels robotic. Tries too hard. Disconnected from real emotion. feels like performance, not presence. Real body language grows from the inside out, connected to what you actually feel. Calm, relaxed, controlled, expressed with clarity and purpose, feels natural, powerful, and trustworthy. You don't need to pretend. You need to become. That means, instead of faking confidence, build it. Instead of faking calm, breathe into it. Instead of faking strength, remember your worth. Imagine, a girl had been to every workshop, read every blog, practiced her walk, her smile, her voice. But something still felt wrong. People still didn't listen, still looked past her. One day, a coach told her, "Stop trying to act confident. Start living like someone who believes they matter." So she stopped practicing in the mirror. Instead, she took care of her health, spoke her truth, even when it was scary, stopped chasing approval, stopped pretending. And one day, her friend said, "You've changed. Your energy feels real now." She hadn't memorized anything new. She had simply started believing in herself, and her body followed. How to train inner body language. Real transformation. Face your fears, slowly and repeatedly. Confidence is built by doing things that scare you. Speak when you want to hide. Walk tall when you feel small. Each time you do, your body learns. We are safe. We are capable. Change the voice in your head. Don't say, "I hope they like me." Say, "I have something to give." Don't say, "I'm not ready." Say, "I'm growing. I'm learning." What you say to yourself becomes your posture, your eyes, your energy. Create micro wins. Confidence isn't built in one speech. It's built in saying no with respect, standing tall in a small moment, meeting someone's eyes for 3 seconds, choosing to speak up when you usually stay silent. These tiny wins stack until your body language becomes who you are, not a trick. Be kind, but firm with yourself. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's not about being better than others. It's about knowing your worth and carrying it quietly. Let your body say, "I don't need to prove. I just need to be." You don't need to memorize 100 body language tricks. You just need to come back to yourself and use your body as a tool of honest presence. Because when your body and your mind are in alignment, when your movements match your heart, when your stillness speaks louder than your words, that's when people listen. That's when trust is built. That's when confidence is felt, not performed. Remember, you speak before you speak. Your body tells the world who you are long before your words do. So carry yourself like someone worth listening to, because you are. If this video helped you, imagine what your future could look like with more like this. Subscribe now, not just to this channel, but to a stronger, more confident version of you. If this video helped you even a little, share it. Let it be a reminder to someone who needs to know. You don't have to shout to be powerful. You don't have to fake to be confident. You just have to be present, be calm, and be real. That's what the best body language is made of. This was your lesson in silent power. Now take it and become unforgettable.